Welcome back, guys. This is week 4 of the Options Trader Challenge, where I'm looking to change my $16,000 into a 50% return. Look, the stock market made new highs. That's a great thing, right? Take a look at the daily chart. It's up and down. It's red and green. Every day this week, we were up and down. You didn't know what kind of a day it was going to be. Are we going to be dropping down to new lows? Are we going to continue making new highs? What's the week going to look like? But it is good to see a healthy market. We're seeing the S&P 500 hold its levels at its record high. We're not seeing a sharp pullback. It is continuing to hold that level, so it will be good to see how it does in the weeks ahead. Let's take another look at my week 3 performance. My net liquidation, which is my overall account value, was $15,610. My premium that I collected was $184, and my percent return was 1.1% for the week. Year to date, my net liquidation is a negative $413. I have collected $507 in premium, and my return year to date is negative 2.6%. Remember, I am trying to get 50% by the end of the year, and I am in the red so far. Let's take a look at week 4. Net liquidation is $15,598. I collected $69 in premium, and my return was negative 0.1%. Overall, pretty flat on the week, but it was a roller coaster. We had highs and lows. I was up on the year. I was down on the year. It was a roller coaster. Year to date for week 4, I'm negative 425. The premium collected year to date is $576, and my return is negative 2.7%. Again, that goal is 50% by the end of the year. So I'm headed the wrong direction. Let's see if we can make a turnaround in the coming weeks ahead. I've got 4 current positions right now: DraftKings, Palantir, SoFi, and AI. Let's take a look at each one and see how I did for the week. So DraftKings pushed to new highs this week. We can see the candle there. That's good to see. Unfortunately, though, we have an upside down hammer. That's an indicator of a reversal. Again, we can see this trend following this trend line here. I think we'll end up seeing it come down and correct next week. This candlestick tells us that the price wanted to go up to new highs, but it didn't want to stay there. That is a sign of weakness. So my current position is 100 shares at $37.50. That was a put that I sold, and it got assigned. Now I'm selling calls, and I was actually able to move that call up to $38 from $37.50, and I collected an 11-cent premium. So when this option gets assigned, I'm going to collect a capital gain of $50. So my game plan on this call that I'm selling is that it gets assigned next Friday. So Palantir is a great example of the roller coaster week we had in week 4. Look at the chart. We can see that we have a red candle overall for the week. It pushed up to a new high, and then it dropped for the rest of the week. Just take a look at the daily chart. We see it had a push up, a gap up at the beginning of the week, and then it just sells off the rest of the time. Again, we're still holding that upward trend line, but we're going to have another touch, and then we'll see what happens next week. Is it going to come up and make new highs? Is it going to break this trend line? We'll see. So with Palantir, I've got 400 shares that I'm holding right now and selling calls at different strike prices. My average price on Palantir is $18.50. We can see the current price on Palantir is around $16.50. I'm just continuing to roll my calls into later expiration dates to collect the premium. This week with my $17.50 call, I rolled it into next week and collected a 13-cent premium. We can see right here. Basically what I need to happen for Palantir is I want my calls that I'm selling to get assigned. I need the price to go beyond $17.50, $18.50, and $19, and for my contracts to expire, and then I can get out of the position and start a new one. So SoFi looks similar to Palantir. We have a push to new highs on the weekly chart, and then it comes back down even lower than where it opened at the beginning of week 4. What I like about SoFi right now is that on the weekly chart, we're seeing a massive bull flag. Now, this could go either direction. We could see when it actually breaks this bull flag, this massive triangle of a downward trend line on the top and an upward trend line on the bottom. It's a wedge formation. We could see a push to a new high, a new breakout on a long-term basis. On the daily chart, we see the same pattern as Palantir. We see a gap up on the beginning of the week to new highs. It couldn't hold those levels, so it backed back down, and it even actually went lower. Again, I think we'll see the prices stay within this bull flag. We could see a break to the upside. We could see a break to the downside. But I believe SoFi is currently range bound in between these two trend lines. So with SoFi, nothing has changed. I have my 2 calls that I'm rolling, and then my 1 put that I'm selling at $9 that's in the money. I didn't have to roll anything this week because I had rolled everything well into the future where I didn't have to make any adjustments for week 4. So AI for week 4 has a similar look. We have a push up, and then we have a push down to new lows, just like Palantir and SoFi. Again, we're seeing with AI as well a wedge pattern on the weekly chart, as you can see here, a triangle shape. We have an upward trending line on the bottom, and then we have a downward trending line on the top. Where those intersect and form the corner of the triangle is an opportunity for it to break out or to the upside or to the downside. And again, with AI, we see a push to new highs at the beginning of the week, and then we see a sell-off for the remainder of the week. And we're holding that lower trend line that's going up. So we'll see what happens in the coming weeks with AI. So I only have 1 put that I'm selling with AI, and it's in the money. But I was able to collect $45 in premium, rolling it to the next week. So even though it's against my position, I'm still in a good place where I can make money. So what is week 5 going to bring? Is the S&P 500 going to continue to push with new highs? Is it going to be in a consolidating mode? Is it going to start selling off? What about my current positions? DraftKings, Palantir, SoFi, AI. Are these stocks going to stay within the wedge pattern and break out at some point? Are they going to continue to sell off? Feel free to subscribe and follow along with me as I go through my 50% challenge for the year. Again, I'm a new options trader, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing as far as my expectations on a yearly basis. And my goal is 50% return.